So there are a lot of theories on the bruise on Trump's hand. And a lot of absolutely zero medical evidence individuals have hopped on to TikTok with their I definitely walked by a hospital once, so obviously I know as much as all the people in that building. There's a lot of theories that, Trump does have that frontal, temporal, whatever that causes him to lean. And they are probably doping him up with everything from saline to counteract all the Diet Cokes to stem cells to try to do something. Like, that is a reasonable theory. Please stop with the Queen Elizabeth had that thing right before she died. Don't give us hope like that. But also, let's not taint her memory with his. Let him keep his taint to himself in that video they have in Russia in a vault somewhere. My theory, not based in science. But once you see it, you're really gonna think it's true, not responsible. Trumpy love Trumpy. Trumpy love Trumpy so much. Uh-huh. Doesn't that explain the You're stuck in the White House. Elon gives you a daily spanking. Your wife won't spank you anymore. Nobody wants to fucking talk to you. They just literally talk over you. Even with a room full of reporters stacked in your favor, they still ask you questions you don't like, and nobody's calling it Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I know. I can't say Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. It's just not my vocabulary. Gulf of Mexico. Anywho, the theory is he's going to die in the next few years because of a Simpsons episode or because if it's the frontal temporal thing and he's been showing signs of it for years. The lifespan on that is 7 to 13 years and he's engine on 7-8 years. But more importantly, people are like, oh, well, and then J.D. Vance is going to come in and he's going to take over reigning as Supreme Lord. No. Because J.D. Vance will take over vice president to president. Yes. But Trump is a cult leader. And when the cult leader dies, so does the cult. I mean, sometimes there's some stragglers and an offshoot, but have you ever seen a cult where the leaders flip? Like the major leader, when they were getting to Kool-Aid level, when that leader dies, have you ever seen anybody take their place? Like Warren Jeffs is still ministering from jail because there's nobody else who can take his power. When Trump dies, his cult dies. There will be some MAGA stragglers. They might find a no bright, shiny voice. Maybe Barron will actually start to use his voice and speak up in public, and him and Jarrett will, run as candidates. But the good news is when Trump dies, the Trump cult dies, because what they believe in is him. And unless Don Jr. can convince us that he's his father reincarnated, it's just gonna dissolve. I mean, so I gift you with when cult leaders die, cults die, and the happy Saturday.